Johnson, Daniel Cormier for the light heavyweight belt.
You know, I was set on being the guy to dethrone John Jones, and I know I could do it.
John Jones got stripped of his title and suspended indefinitely by the UFC for a hit-and-run accident in New Mexico. The two best fighters in that division now fight for the UFC light heavyweight championship of the world.
Right now, I'm just focused on winning the title. I don't care who it is, who's across the cage from. I'm gonna fight them the same.
Oh, he got there it is.
Every now and then, a fighter comes along that has knockout power that makes everyone else's knockout power pale in comparison. And that is what Anthony Rumble Johnson possesses.
Oh my goodness! It is all over! Just like that!
I just go out there and be myself and do what I love to do. And that's punch hard, kick hard, and fight.
Rumble Johnson! Wow! Finishes Alexander Gustafsson! Wow!
I think he's a phenomenal fighter. He's got a good wrestling base, and he's got just jarring power in his hands.
A lot of people think I'm just a one-trick pony, but Cormier knows better. He knows I can wrestle, but I have jiu-jitsu too, so I'm ready to showcase everything.
Oh! What a head kick!
I do deserve this belt, and I deserve to be the champion. I just have to stay confident, stay healthy, and keep training hard, and everything will fall in place.
Anthony Johnson with the knockout!
Rumble right now is one of the most terrifying guys in the UFC. And Daniel Cormier is one of the most motivated guys in the UFC.
I only want to do this to try and be the best in the world. You know, that championship is what drives me, so it was going to allow me to get back on the horse.
This fight is a second chance for Daniel Cormier. Good combination by DC. He went 5 hard rounds with John Jones, lost a decision.
When all this stuff started happening, I started calling Dana, I started calling Lorenzo. I called running on the treadmill. I was making sure they heard that I was, preparing. So we get on the phone, Lorenzo and Dana on the phone together, and they told me, DC, you got the shot.
This is Daniel Cormier proving to the world that he's one of the scariest of the contenders.
Just excited that I have an opportunity to accomplish his goal. There's nothing that's gonna feel better than to have Dana White stand behind me and put that belt on my waist.
Daniel Cormier is an Olympic-level wrestler. He also has lightning-fast hands and legit one-punch knockout power.
Down goes Silva! That's it! Cormier has done it!
Cormier, he's a beast. I remember watching him in college when he wrestled at Oklahoma State. He's made a huge impact in the sport, and I have nothing but respect for him.
Total domination.
And he's dominating one of the greatest of all time.
Daniel Cormier will, without a doubt, be the toughest guy that Rumble Johnson has ever faced in his UFC career.
Anthony throws everything with big power, and I think that just in terms of fluid striking, I think I hold the advantage. I throw more combination punches, and I think mine flow a little bit more.
Daniel Cormier finishes Patrick Cummins just like that!
I think Rumble's an amazing opponent. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. I think he's gotten everything together. And you know what, man? Rumble Johnson is a nice person.
I'm not gonna build up all this tension and stuff just to fight somebody one night. I don't need that extra sauce to pump me up. Don't worry about it. I'll get the job done. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna bang.
He's in trouble early. Johnson trying to finish his fight.
When a guy that has unparalleled wrestling skill and knowledge faces a guy who hits harder than any fighter we've ever seen inside the octagon, nothing but good things can happen.
How good is this?
I fought at heavyweight for a long time, so everybody hits hard. I've been hit by some strong guys. Anthony's done a great job, but I'm gonna deal this guy some adversity and make him fight where he's uncomfortable. And I truly believe I'm gonna win. He may as well pack that belt up. Send it to me right now.
Wow, what a powerful takedown.
I don't care about the 9 fights I've had. The one that matters right now is this one that I have for May 23rd.
Johnson is on fire.
At the end of the day, I just want to be a champion.
Chris Weidman beat Anderson Silva twice, undefeated, and the way he beat Cheetah was a great fight. I think what's next and what
magnificent fight. Vitor Belfort at his best, Chris Weidman in his prime, fighting for the middleweight title. This is going to be a war.
Wow! He rocked him! That is some serious power!
Now I know for a fact I'm the best in the world.
Chris Weidman is an animal. He's one of the toughest guys in the world, and he's one of the best examples of a wrestler turned mixed martial arts champion.
I'm just trying to break these guys' wills until they want to lose.
Chris Weidman has the ability to impose his will on great fighters, dominate them, and stop them.
No one's beating me.
His first fight with Anderson Silva highlighted how tough Chris Weidman is.
Anderson Silva, he's one of my driving motivational factors since I got into mixed martial arts. Day one, I got in and I said, you know, the only reason I'm doing it is to become champion. And so I had to make Anderson Silva a human being, and I had to believe that I could beat him.
Anderson Silva has done that mock injury thing where he dances in front of you and taunts you. He's done it to every fighter he's faced. And all of them, except for Chris Weidman, have fallen for it. This is a huge mistake. Anderson. Chris Weidman jumped in Anderson's face when he did that, hit him with a beautifully placed left hook, knocked him out, and took his title.
I thought it was my time. I went out there and got the job done.
He didn't respect his opponent, and he paid for it with his consciousness.
And he's got knockout power. He's got an iron chin. Chris Weidman withstood the greatest barrage Lyoto Machida has ever thrown in the octagon and waved him on for more. Chris Weidman is the new breed of champion.
This fight with Vitor Belfort is the end of the era of these guys I'm fighting that's been there forever. You know, Anderson Silva, he's a legend. Lyoto Machida, he's a legend. And Vitor Belfort is a legend no matter what.
Vitor Belfort made his debut at UFC 12 in 1997. In 2015, he is the #1 contender for the middleweight title, and he is coming off of devastating knockout victories over some of the best fighters in the world.
Wow! Who would have thought that Vitor Belfort would have knocked him out with a spinning kick to the head?
I'm excited, man. I'm about to make history and become the guy who has 3 different weight divisions: open weight, light heavyweight, and middleweight. I want to leave a legacy for the sport.
Vitor Belfort trying to finish off. Vitor Belfort has done it again!
He is perhaps the most dangerous he's ever been and the most relevant he's ever been. Vitor has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He has outstanding wrestling. He has devastating strikes, both kicks and punches, and he has more experience than anyone that's fighting in the UFC today, period.
My experience, it's the size of the world. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm more than ready.
He is like a man possessed. He's training like a guy who recognizes this may very well be his last shot at glory.
Oh, here it is, Vitor Belfort, a human highlight reel.
My main goal, I am the new middleweight champion.
Here we go!
The time is now. It's my time.
I'm not going to stop until I finish him.
Oh, my goodness! Rumble is a machine right now! Daniel Cormier, ladies and gentlemen! That man's ready for another shot at the title! Chris Weidman knocked Anderson Silva out cold. Vitor Belfort has finished 10 opponents in the first round. He is a monster!